Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Auphanim. Now, didn't I tell you that there was a golden age approaching when it comes to algorand? I never say anything just to say it. I say it because based upon the research and the data and understanding who is in leadership now, Stacey Wharton, I told you there's a golden age coming, and already look at the flood of happenings. Look at the flood of developments on algorand. It's unbelievable. Have you been keeping up to date? If you see what's going on right now, you understand why, in my humble opinion, not financial advice, but in my humble opinion, why that price of Algo is going to explode. Now, don't get me wrong, the markets are down across the board. That's understandable. But look at the setup for the future. We're not looking short term. I'm a long-term holder, and I sort of operate on a conditions, cause, and effect. Now, if the causes are all there, the effects are on the way, all right? And all of these causes they have given rise to as of the last week. Okay, let's just begin here. This is an article on CoinDesk. We have a lot of tabs to get through, okay? This is an article on CoinDesk, how to make blockchain a new kind of economic engine. This is about algorand. The blockchain where the future of finance will be built has zero downtime, zero forking, complete finality, and a community of active developers. They also have a great community as far as holders are concerned. The blockchain industry seems unique, new, and frantic, but the evolutionary pattern of new industries over time is eerily consistent. Consider the California gold rush, the global oil boom, or the rise of the internet. Look at the company that blockchain is in. Not just blockchain, because I really don't care about the other coins and stuff. Look at the company that the banking coins are in. Algorand being one of the banking coins, one of the big three, all right? This is getting really, really interesting, isn't it? Each of these economic disruptions saw a similar pattern. The first is a shift from speculation to substance. They're talking about utility. That utility is around the corner. Ripple is winning their case. If there is regulatory clarity, the first ones that will benefit are the bank coins. That utility is going to kick in hard. I can't wait. I just want to have some fun. It's going to kick in hard. And you see how many ways, algorand can be used. You see what they're doing in Miami. You see what they're doing in Latin America. Read just a little bit further. It says each of these economic disruptions saw a similar pattern. The first is a shift from speculation to substance. Each industry that survived began with the promise of riches, with speculation in these new worlds accelerated by marketing. I told you. And the wave of marketing hasn't really begun yet. I mean, you need mass adoption. You need the possibility of mass adoption. You need regulatory clarity so that mass adoption is possible, because you want small businesses and large businesses, all of these large financial institutions to feel comfortable using your product. And those are really who you want to advertise to. Don't get me wrong. You definitely want to advertise to the people for that P2P market. But at the same time, I would rather do my marketing across the board all at once than to break it apart. I think that's a wiser strategy, in my humble opinion. So what happens is, if you are marketing to these, small businesses, which it's not small money in small businesses, in my humble opinion, they see some pretty good returns. But small business money is coming in. Large business institution money is coming in. That's going to be major. You have a few banks or something like that, governmental money coming in. So now you can reallocate a piece of that to the advertising for the people on the ground, right? So all of this money is kind of working for you. It's working. It has a flow in and of itself, right? And it's working for you, bringing all of these people in. And then the money, of course, that's flowing in from the people on the ground, the P2P transactions, such like that. Then you can reallocate a piece of that as well to advertising to the small businesses, advertising to the large business institutions. It opens up a world of possibility to have this pool of capital generating, right? So there's all of these small things happening here. It says the second element of economic disruptions is shifting demographics. Over time, the mix of people who are early adopters changes, and other types of individuals, institutions, and companies start to move in. Haven't I been saying this for an entire year? That the banks are going to take over. The governments are going to take over. The large business institutions are going to take over in in the way that their money is going to flood into crypto, and it has not done that yet. But when it does flood into crypto, as they're telling you here, has happened in other industries, that price is going to explode. We are the early adopters. So when we're holders of these particular protocol, what happens to that price when that flood of money comes in? Muy linda, mi gente. What happens to that price when that money floods in? Let's read that one more time. This is what I've been trying to tell everybody. It says these institutions and companies start to move in. These new participants then put pressure on the field to introduce what is necessary to successfully build these new industries. Right now, it's just capital. The more capital, let's say something like Algorand, can bring in, the more it can expand its team. It can hire more developers, better developers. It can hire more people to work just generally within the Algorand Foundation and for Algorand itself. I'm not sure if they have those as two separate entities. I believe that's how it works, but don't quote me on that. But across the board, they can bring in better, more and better help in developers, workers, marketers, whatever they need, they will have the capital to do it. So they will experience growth over time as well. And hopefully they will stay motivated and have that ambition to continue to do well. But yes, all of that capital definitely matters. That's how I look at that. Third, the value that's created in these new sectors often comes after the initial dust settles. It's the second wave of participants that start steering things toward building real businesses with fundamentals that become the foundation for sustained growth. So this individual here, this is from Sean Ford, all right? W. Sean Ford is Chief Operating Officer of Algorand. Sounds a lot like how Auphanim thinks. Sounds a lot like how I speak on the channel, which means that all of us are on the same accord. We understand the vision. We understand where this is going. We are all on the same vibration, the same flow, okay? So there you have it. You have the Chief Operating Officer of Algorand, W. Sean Ford, telling you the exact same thing that I've been saying for an entire year. Algorand is doing well. They're doing great. The future is extremely bright. I love seeing what they're doing. They're led by an insanely great leader, which is, she's only going to make things better, Stacey Warren. Things are going to get better and better. I'm excited to see what's going on. You see how much they've been doing. Now let's get into what has been happening as of late, okay? Algorand state proofs. Powering blockchain interoperability and post-quantum security. Blockchain ecosystems are like cities. Each one provides value that draws people to visit, ranging from business opportunities, community, entertainment, infrastructure, local government, to plain personal preference. Muy linda, mi gente. As the industry matures, people will have more reasons to visit different ecosystems, driving more value into cross-chain applications. In order to access your source blockchain in new ecosystems, you need a reliable way to verify its state. A snapshot of account balances and transactions in the new environment. This trustless infrastructure is currently missing from the market, so people have turned to trusted intermediaries like centralized bridges and validator networks to handle their assets. Layer 1 blockchains share a responsibility to reduce this trust threshold in order to protect on-chain value. Sorry, I just ran through some of those periods. Somebody out there is like, Auphanim, you're not stopping at the periods. They're reading along. I don't have time. I gotta just run through those. It's a conscious thing. These videos will end up being too long, okay? You have Algorand state proofs. This was written by Noah Grossman on media.com. Okay, go over to medium.com. You can check out the article there. Also go over to, was it algorandfoundation.com or algorand.com, whichever one it is. Go to their site and show them some love, give them some traffic, because the links are there. They have so many good articles on there. We have to really keep up to date with these foundations and companies. You have to go to their websites, because they have a lot of things posted there at times that they don't post on Twitter. That's why you have to do the work. You can't cheat the system. You can't get everything from Twitter. You have to go to their website. So go give Algorand some traffic over there and go check out their articles. Right, so then we have contract calling. They release so many things, so many updates. Algorand is clearly number one. It's not even close. And don't get me wrong, all the banking coins are great. Algorand is number one right now. They're doing the best. They have the most developments. Their team is doing the most. They have the most partnerships right now. Okay. I mean, it's debatable to the degree of the significance of the partnerships. If you want to debate them, like let's say Algorand versus XRP, it doesn't make a difference to me. I hold all the banking coins. I'm going to win no matter what. So I'm loving all of this. Contract calling. This is written by Ann Kenyon. It's also on medium.com. Let's read just a little tidbit here. It says, in recent months, Algorand smart contract functionalities have steadily matured, enabling developers to build powerful and versatile dApps, decentralized applications, but you all know that. The latest development is the ability for one smart contract to call another smart contract. Previously, smart contracts could only be called by a user initiating an application called transaction. To build complex dApps that involve multiple contracts, devs needed to store information in each contract's local or global state that another contract could then look up and use in its execution logic. Now a contract can simply call another one directly. Algo is becoming invincible. It's a great hold. I think they just had another vote for their governors. The annual percentage yield is tasty, delicious. Listen, that price, I'm loving it every single second. This is a safe hold. I'm enjoying it. That price is going to raise. Look at all of the developments. Algorand is second to none. Even Hedera, as a smart contract banking coin, even Hedera has, it's hard going up against Algorand right now, as efficient as Algorand is. I say Hedera is the closest to them when it comes to that smart contract lane. Okay, I don't compare anybody else to Algorand. Algorand is superior to all of them. That's why Ethereum is trying to get close to Algorand. It's probably going to need Algorand to do something for them. I think they're building something, right? Because consensus is doing very badly right now. Algorand is coming to the rescue. So right now, Algorand is number one in my humble opinion. They're doing great, and that could change. That definitely could change. I love the competition. I want to see what Stellar Foundation is going to do now that they have smart contracts. I want to see what they're going to do. I want to see what Ripple is going to be bringing to the table. I want to see Hedera continue to upgrade and stuff like that, even though they're highly advanced already. HBAR is highly advanced, and they're going to experience a raise in price too. But Algorand is going to experience a meteoric raise. If you saw the other parabolic run that it already had. In the golden age, expect much more out of a parabolic run in my humble opinion. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but there's going to be a raise. Raise the tone. There's going to be a raise. But let's continue on here. They have so much going on. Algorand Foundation joins Algo DAO's seed round as strategic investor. March 2nd, 2022. We are pleased to announce today that the Algorand Foundation has joined the Algo DAO seed round as strategic investor. Algo DAO is a next generation decentralized primary market infrastructure and Web3 accelerator for Algorand. Algo DAO is on a mission to eliminate the economic barriers to Web3 funding by providing access to a decentralized primary market infrastructure at scale. Algo DAO is purpose-built for the Algorand network to function as an accelerator, launchpad, and price discovery engine to access early-stage funding opportunities. They are making it easy for everybody to take part. I told you, level the playing field. Everybody was talking about leveling the playing field. Here you have it. This is why the legacy system, even though they understand it's inevitable, they fear the fact that that a rising tide is raising all ships, which means that their ship is not going to be up here anymore and yours down here, where some people are going to be up here and some people are going to be down here. There exists the possibility for a select few people, which I believe are the holders of the banking coin, to rise in society dramatically, just utilizing the access you are being given. Algorand is making everything easy. They're making it easy for people to build on Algorand. They're making it easy for people to stake their coins, right? And then make some a return on investment as far as holding Algo, right? Like, so you stake, you hold Algo, you get an annual percentage yield on holding Algo, okay? So they make that easy for you, is what I mean. They make it easy for you to participate. You can be a governor. They have a great community, so it's easy to communicate with them and their team, and they will reach out back to you if you have something significant that you're bringing to the table. So they are easily accessible in that way to significant parties, of course, right? Everything is being made easy to you, and the Algorand is doing the best at that. Now they're making it easy for you to be funded by Algorand if you have a project or something like that that is deemed significant enough to have to be funded. That's what I'm taking from this. But everything is being brought to you. This is the greatest opportunity that people are ever going to have across the board, not just to make money as holders of these particular crypto coins, these banking coins, but to build, to grow, to have a small business, to sell NFTs. That's another thing. They make it super easy on any of the Algorand NFT sites to sell your NFTs. And people have been making a good living selling NFTs. Even in a down crypto market, you can make money selling your NFTs. You don't have to trade them. You can just sell them. You don't have to trade, like, some people buy NFTs and then they want to trade them and resell them. You don't have to do that. You can just make great art and sell your art. Algorand makes that extremely easy across the board, by the way. Okay, this is the greatest time period people are ever going to see as far as opportunity. Opportunity. I know the world is crazy. We're not talking about the world. I'm talking about the opportunity that's in front of us for those who are wise enough to see what's happening here. And the doorway is only going to open wider as time goes on. It's up to everybody out there to make that decision whether they're going to step through the door and use these opportunities while they are here. But let's continue on here. Algorical partners with Glitter Finance. Algorical is excited to announce a partnership with Glitter Finance to utilize Algorical data feeds in the Glitter Finance network on the Algorand blockchain. This is on algorical.ai, so go over there, give them some traffic. Algorical.ai, give them some traffic. So there is so much going on. Let's keep going because I don't want to. There's so much. I might not be able to fit everything into this video. Welcome to the Algorand ecosystem at Meme Fair. For more information and to see the Fair Meme roadmap, go to fairmeme.org. Let's read this little tidbit here. It says, FairMeme.org is pleased to be one of the beneficiaries of the Algorand Foundation grant for development of a decentralized fundraising platform built to connect investors to well-vetted projects. Didn't I just say that before? That they were making it easy? To well-vetted projects on Algorand blockchain in a secured environment. There is so much going on with Algorand. It's unbelievable. I told you the golden age is, I said the golden age is coming. It seems like it's here, right? They're giving you a lot. More from Algorand, another sports organization at the forefront of hashtag blockchain adoption. Congratulations to @GothamFC on enabling the next generation of female athletes with cutting edge technology. Algorand is doing a fantastic job. Then you even have Stacey Warden even gets involved and participates with the community. Like, she's able to do everything. I absolutely love when leadership comes in, they have a vision, they hold firm to that vision, they're eloquent, they're highly intelligent, they know how to close deals. I love that. I like people who know how to close deals and make partnerships and reach out, but also they never forget the people that maybe their voices aren't heard as much. So the leadership reaches out once in a while. It just takes once in a while and mingles with the people. Unless the people speak with them, lets the people, and they hear the people out, their thoughts, okay? I'm not at my most eloquent right now, my apologies. But she put out this tweet here. Which part of Algorand's tech roadmap has the most bad A name? Of course, I say A, I have to redact certain phrases here. I don't want to get in trouble. But has the most bad A name. So 27.9% people, you voted for state proofs? You thought I'm going to tell you what I voted for. I did vote. State proofs. You thought state proofs were the most bad A name? Then you had contract to contract call. You had 6%. 6% of you thought that contract to contract call was the most bad A name. Really? You voted for that? I mean, to each his own, right? You probably have your reasons. Tell me in the comment section why you voted the way you voted. Falcon keys. 46.2% of you thought Falcon keys were the most bad A name. Then you have 10,000 TPS, LOL. She put put the LOL. Man, I'm telling you, this Algorand team, I don't know, man. Maybe I have some family at Algorand or something. I don't know. Some of these people, they're mi gente. They definitely mi familia or something, because they remind me of me. They like to have fun. They get the job done, but they keep it interesting. It's never boring. 10,000 TPS LOL. So 19% of the people voted for that. I'll tell you what I voted for. I voted for Falcon Keys, hands down. I might even use that title in this video on the thumbnail. Falcon something, I don't know. I'm gonna cook something up to make the thumbnail interesting. But Falcon Keys. What? Falcon, you understand how fierce a falcon is, how strong a falcon is? Falcon Keys, like it's almost like Falcon Punch. That's anime stuff. Some people out there, I don't watch anime, Auphanim. You don't watch anime, what? I had to each his own. You know, I grew up when I was younger. My father always put on, he would bring these like, you know, remember VHS tapes? There were like these big boxes for you new generation people. These big boxes you would put in a VCR. And he had stuff that was like the Guyver Bio Boosted Armor. I didn't know it was anime. I just watched it. Fist of the North Star. I didn't know that was anime. I just watched it. I didn't even know Dragon Ball Z was anime. I just watched it. It was just a cartoon. I just knew the art style was different. But anyway, this is anime type stuff. Falcon Keys. That's awesome. By the way, what's your top 3 anime? I don't want to talk about anime, Auphanim. I'm not putting that in it. Come on. What's your top 3 anime? What's your top 3 movies all time? What's your top 3 songs of all time? Put it in the comment section. Let's keep it interesting, okay? We can talk about all of these great developments, but keep it interesting for me. Give me something to look at. Holy smokes. You don't want to help Auphanim out at all. You guys get selfish. You don't want to even rock with, how do you say? You don't even want to rock with me. Hold on a second. All right, so we have more from Stacy Wharton. One more tweet here. At Algorand, tech upgrades just keep coming. I mean, if we didn't already have the best tech, and they do, by the way, they do. Don't get me wrong. Their H-bar's right there. H-bar's right there. And Stellar is doing great things. They're doing great things right now. They're developing that Starlight protocol, and I'm expecting more announcements coming up in the next few months. We'll see if that actually happens though. But as of right now, Algorand has the best tech. It's not close. It's not close. Let's continue on here. It says, I mean, if we didn't already have the best tech, I wouldn't believe it was possible. So we at the Algo Foundation, she literally wrote it like that. Say like, why do you say it like that, Auphanim? That's literally how it was written. Man, you people are so feisty, man. What's going on here? So we at the Algo Foundation, we're thinking we might hire one of the world's leading PR firms. I have had my mind blown so much this week. Is ridiculous. Listen, the golden age is upon us. The golden age is upon us. Stacy Wharton is letting you know this. What are you going to do about it? I know what I'm going to do about it. I know what I'm going to do about it. Let's finish reading this. That's unbelievable announcement right here. We're thinking we might hire one of the world's leading PR firms to help us get the word out. Okay with you guys? Hashtag AlgoFam. What? Yes is okay. Where's the paperwork? What do I have to sign? Auphanim is completely fine with you hiring the world's leading PR firm. Here you go. What else do I have to sign? Do it. Wow. And we're holders of this. We're in early. We're in very early. So there you have it. Unbelievable activity at Algorand. Raise a toe. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? Also, as I said in another video, we made 2 discoveries. I was saying we made a discovery. We made 2 great discoveries in that members only video. That's not a joke. That's not an exaggeration. You want to see that video. The implications when it comes to the banking coins are unbelievable. A lot has changed in how we have to look at them. A lot has changed. Check that last video I put out. I put it out yesterday. I think it was yesterday I dropped that video. 51 minutes long, packed with information that we need to know. So if you choose, I can't tell you what to do. click that little join button. Trust me on this. I wouldn't tell you anything wrong. I'm just a humble researcher, and we found something. And right now, this is another mind-blowing experience. I'm very happy with what Algorand is doing. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.